A very good evening to all the viewers. I am Dr. Paawan Sharma and I welcome you all to this webinar of electronics engineering at UPES. Before going ahead, I would like to all of you to see this image where three different colors are being shown, which are very vibrant in nature: red, blue and white. Now my purpose of showing all of you this image is to imagine the vibrancy present in the field of electronics engineering throughout the domains. So for a moment, just imagine a world without electronics. Think of anything which is having electronics in it, and now without electronics. So I would say that you are probably viewing this in front of a computer on your mobile device or a projected display. These all are electronic equipments. So if electronics is not there, you and we are not here. So this, you can see the presence of electronics. So I want to highlight that it is pointless to highlight the presence of electronics in our lives. It is everywhere. It is omnipresent in day-to-day activities, whatever devices, machines we used. But for the purpose of this presentation, I would like to be a little specific. So use of electronics enables possibility of highly efficient automobiles, smartphones, trains, aeroplanes, computers, spaceships, military machinery, elevators, and so on. The list will go on forever. So my question still remains, could you imagine a world without electronics? Definitely no. So in a nutshell, our modern world would simply not exist. Now this is the agenda for today's presentation, starting with introduction, different applications, then the reason to choose electronics engineering, BTech in electronics engineering, what are the electronics engineering resources we have at UPES, what are the different career opportunities, followed by and concluded by different questions and answers by you. Now, as you can see, that electronics engineering basically comprises of design and analysis, manufacturing, and installation and management of various systems. These are endless number of systems. To name a few domains, let us see telecommunication, embedded systems, consumer electronics, energy production, and other systems. Now this other system is not two or three systems, it is a very big list. In design and analysis, we see what are the requirements of a system, what are the design specifications of a system. Then after the design is written on a paper, how it is analyzed. Now it's not paper, there are softwares which you can use to design and analyze the electronic circuits or designs. Those design and analysis are definitely ending in some sort of manufacturing of the system itself or other systems itself. And then finally the usage of those manufactured products by installation and then further management. This management also includes the service which is given to the customer after it is installed. Telecommunications, as we all know that comprises of the communication engineering, whatever we are seeing, these 4G, 5G, 3G. Embedded systems, in a small, word, we can say microcontrollers, microprocessors, and going forward through highly efficient computers. Consumer electronics is the biggest domain. For example, your TV, refrigerators, AC, laptops, and so on, and energy production and other systems. Now, we will see some of the applications of the knowledge we gain in BTech in electronics engineering. I'm saying some because the list is very big. So, to start with, entertainment. Entertainment means it includes the music, video, 3D, imaging, and all sorts of the entertainment industry. So it all comprises of high-end electronic devices. Then medical electronics. So we all know that the medical facilities are improving day by day, and there are n number of techniques developed in a short span of time with the help of electronics. Defense electronics. Definitely, it is a very big domain of application for electronics engineering. Home security. So, whatever we are seeing these days, smart homes, the concept of smart homes, home security is one of the part of it. Also, I would like to mention that the other aspects of a smart home, like energy saving and energy management, are also because of huge developments in electronics. Then live TV, bidirectional TV, navigation. So navigation is highly benefited by the developments in electronics. We'll see few more applications. Engineering tools. Now, engineering tools include some of the design softwares which are very useful in understanding the problem or the need specifications. We enter those specifications of designs into those tools, and then we analyze the performance and then further optimize, of course, the performance of the design circuit or the design. Space exploration. So, it is, as I said, it is pointless to mention the role of electronics. It is full of electronic gadgets, electronic circuits, which are not only controlling but also help us viewing what has not been, witnessed earlier. Then industrial automation. So as I covered in second slide, that one of the when it goes to the manufacturing. So manufacturing is highly dependent on how the manufacturing processes are automated. Automated means the automatic processes. So there are a lot of robots involved. There are a lot of electronic circuits which will drive the circuits. So the industries which are there in the manufacturing system, they are highly using the electronics. Then transportation industry, robotics, as I already said, robotics. So one of the major component of any robotic system or robot itself is the electronics, in addition to mechanical and material things. Aerospace and avionics industry, a lot of electronics is there in a aeroplane. So I tried to list some of the applications, but it is impossible to cover all the areas where electronics engineering is present. So it is, the list is very big. So I would like to ask, I mean, why to choose BTech electronics engineering? So, so are you still searching for an answer? So now I would like to point some of, I mean, the major resources related to electronics engineering at UPS. So these are few photographs. So this first photograph is our Bosch lab, which has established a center of excellence at UPS Dehradun. Then next is our library. In one of the images, you can see students participating in one of the events which we conduct. Then there are some laboratory equipments. So our laboratories are well equipped, and rather than focusing more on software training, we emphasize on implementing, say for example, on breadboard. Breadboard is a piece of say plastic material where some connectors are there, rows and columns. So you can implement your circuit on the breadboard itself, component wise, and then you can test it for its performance and efficiency. We have highly advanced trainer boards also, and this Ekagra is one of the robots which has been in-house developed at UPS and has won international competitions, say at, for example, at Spain. These are some other, again, photographs. This one is another robot which also has was the won the competitions internationally. Now, the very important aspect of any field is the career opportunities. Again, enlisting few of the career opportunities: electronics industry, automobile, manufacturing, gas and oil, mining, transport, defense, robotics, aerospace and aviation, DRDO, ISRO, automation industry, and so on. You can also see some robotic structure in the attached image. So these are a few of our esteemed recruiters which come at UPS and select students. Now, I want to highlight some latest trends in electronics or electronics engineering. So you might have heard of wearable devices, which are also known as body-worn computers that can be worn by user but are intended to interact with wearer without punching keys or other manipulations. I'm definitely, you may be knowing what are wearable devices. For example, smartwatch, smart glasses, interactive clothing. So we all know what is a smartwatch. So it also functions as a small mobile. Smart glasses, which we also have seen by one of the big companies. So where it is help It helps whoever is wearing the smart glasses and navigating and exploring the new places. The user has to just look at the monument or a place or a mark, and the smart glass will automatically tell all the details about it. Now, this is possible majorly because of developments in electronics. The glass is so small, it consists of highly sophisticated electronics. Then interactive clothing. So clothes also are nowadays very, beautifully designed with the use of electronics, a lot of electronics involved, which will definitely help in the functioning. Now, these are some of the major subjects uh, which a student undergoes at BTech in electronics engineering. First one is the electronic devices and circuits. So this electronics device and circuit, which we shortly call as EDC, gives knowledge about very small or components, electronic components, diodes, transistors, etc., and the design of circuits using these electronic devices, their analysis, and generation of different waveforms, different signals with the help of these devices and circuits, and their applications in different domains, signals and systems. So whatever electronic devices, sensors are there, they are giving some signal. So it is very important to analyze those signals which contain the information about the process which is being monitored or which is being observed. So the signals and systems is very important from that aspect. Systems basically then is the how the system overall will work, its stability analysis, whether this design system will be stable or not, whether it will be, you can believe on the system or not. So this subject gives insight and definitely detailed analysis of systems. Then engineering electromagnetism, we deal with the electromagnetic field theory, analog and digital electronics, microprocessor, advanced microprocessors. Now these advanced microprocessors also consist of microcontrollers. Digital signal processing is a very important subject of BTech electronics engineering, where special emphasis is on their the which signals and system will enable a student to understand the signals and system behavior, and when you are going to implement it on a hardware level, then mostly it is a digital architecture. So there comes the digital signal processing. So analog signal is converted to digital signal, and then it is processed to extract information or extract the whatever we want from that signal and then process it. VLSI technology and design, this is also a very important subject and most promising subjects out of the electronics engineering. It is very advanced subject. So we very large scale integration, where how a integrated circuit chip is designed, how it is fabricated, how it is encased, how it is tested for performance, how it is tested for logic, and how different design, overall modular design, obtained with the help of VLSI technology. Of course, analog and digital communication, because communication is very important for any two systems to share the information, knowledge, and then wireless communications. So these are the major subjects. There are other subjects also, like satellite communication, radar engineering, industrial automation. So many subjects are also there. Now, this is very important. The laboratories at UPES, basic electronics, where we see the different circuits and its functioning, and we do it on first on a breadboard level. Then we also do have higher end trainer boards also, electronic devices and circuits lab, EDC lab, linear integrated circuits like operational amplifiers. We develop different circuits. So uh, learns from a student learns from very basic things, then moving towards developing circuits, then learning different integrated circuits, ICs, which we call in short, developing circuits out of those components, robotics, analog and digital communication, control system, VLSI design. In VLSI design, I would like to mention about FPGAs, field programmable gate array. So these are highly used today in today's modern electronics world to implement any digital architecture or any digital signal, digital system. Microprocessor and microcontroller, advanced microcontrollers like Atmega, Arduino, etc. Measurement and instrumentation, where we see the sensors, the readings which we get from the sensors, how to treat, how to condition those signals. Because signal conditioning is very important. Then PLC lab, programmable logic control lab, where any logic is, whatever logic is in your mind. Suppose you want, if you want to press a button and you want this something has to happen at a very bigger level, so this lab is, helping the student efficiently in that aspect. Automation lab, microwave and antenna lab, these are also the major laboratories we have at UPES. So this was the presentation about BTech Electronics Engineering, and I welcome uh, questions, comments, and any queries. So students can ask, the viewers can ask questions. So we have got a question from Mr. Vimal Srivastav. He's asking about fees for BTech in computer science. So I think there is a dedicated team which will uh, inform you in this regard. So Mr. Vimal, you can please contact that concerned team. So, uh, any questions? So, the again one question from Miss Lipika regarding fees. So, my answer is the same. You can contact to the concerned team in this regard. So, any other query from regarding BTech in electronics engineering?